When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo.
And today we are doing our characters Season 5, and we just finished up doing 2 episodes on Cloud. So what would be a good follow-up to Cloud? And we got some comments in our Discord, and it was pretty obvious. Yeah, we're going to have to dive into Sephiroth, because it's pretty... They go hand in hand. I mean, let's be honest. So...
Yeah, you can't have one without the other.
Right, and what's really cool with Sephiroth is his story is still evolving to this day because of the Final Fantasy Ever Crisis game that is on mobile, and they keep adding more story for him specifically, which is really cool. One of my coworkers even told me that one of the most recent chapters they added is showing how Sephiroth got the Masamune and like how he obtained it. And I was like, "Oh,
this is exactly what
that's awesome."
It's exactly what I was saying. I wanted to see during our Patreon episode, like talking about future games I'd like to see. Literally, a Sephiroth prequel is what I want.
And I mean, that's Ever Crisis, the mobile game. Ever Crisis is literally like his origin story, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And we don't have to worry about canon with Final Fantasy. If it's made, it's canon.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
They haven't shut anything out.
Yep. You don't have to worry about anything non-canon, canon, non-canon, or any of that stuff compared to other fandoms that I host. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy. It's made. It's in the lore somewhere within one of the universes, the plethora of universes of Final Fantasy. So, obviously, Sephiroth is the main antagonist of Final Fantasy VII, 7 Remake, and Rebirth, and one of the major antagonists in its extended universe. Its spin-off appearances, Sephiroth is depicted as Cloud Strife's arch-enemy, is seen as a symbol of Cloud's troubled past that haunts him. He is a former renowned soldier who became twisted. And that is an understatement. Before his fall from grace, Sephiroth was one of the most lauded success stories of the Shinra Electric Power Company's soldier program. His accomplishment in the field of battle during the conflict surrounding Shinra's bid for global domination led to his status as a celebrity war hero and the poster boy for both the Shinra military and the company's soldier program. Learning of his true origins drove him insane, begetting a compulsion to destroy the world in his mad pursuit of godhood. And then Sephiroth is briefly a party member during a flashback in the original Final Fantasy VII, and is both the penultimate and final boss. Sephiroth reappears as a party member in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as he fought as a boss in numerous titles, including Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Sephiroth is an extremely potent magic user, and his weapon of choice is the Masamune. which is a 12-foot long katana.
Possibly the coolest weapon in the entire series.
Yeah,
Possibly.
or in existence, honestly.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, getting into his history, so this is getting into the history before the events of 7 specifically. So, Sephiroth was born between 1977 and 1982. He was the product of Professor Hojo's Project S, one of the projects under Professor Gas Pharma's Genova project, began under the false assumption that Genova was a Centra Luceria Crescent. The assistant Professor Hojo on the project conceived Sephiroth while Hojo injected the cells in Genova into Sephiroth while she was still pregnant. Lucinia was separated from Sephiroth after his birth, having never even had the chance to hold him despite her pleas for Hojo to return her son. The remains of numerous failed experiments were to create Sephiroth as the perfect monster. Because that's Hojo.
Yeah. We talked about him in the Discord a little bit, how he's just too smart for his own good. He's like, I just want science, or say, I don't even care if I get to see the result. Just cool that I did science.
Pretty much. He just wants bragging rights, honestly. It's only once.
He can't even brag to anybody.
Yeah, can't even brag to anybody, but he just wants it to be just because he wants to. Sephiroth was raised and trained under Hojo's tutelage, where he learned that a good soldier needs to be strong in body, mind, and heart, and that a hardened heart, ruthless and devoid of hesitation, is a sign of strength. In order to achieve this, Hojo subjected Sephiroth to immense physical pain and instructed the boy to endure the pain to unlock his true strength. Which is freaking... this is so cruel. I mean, this is Hojo, which, if you played the Final Fantasy, it's no wonder he turned insane. He was... Oh my god. And... it was, right here is confirmed, he had a legit mother.
Yeah, and you see, I don't know if you've ever done that in 7, where you go find her under the waterfall.
I don't think I ever did.
With Vincent. I forget what her connection was to Vincent. I don't know if it ever explains it in the game, but he basically says he failed her or something to that effect.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah.
Mother. For his final weapon, box scroll says.
Oh, Vincent, yeah. Yeah, you have to go back there a couple times, I think.
Gotcha. Sephiroth's first field assignment was to the archipelago of Rador, where a land once allied with Shinra. His first battle was against a horde of Radonian soldiers, which he quickly and effortlessly eliminated after being dropped into the field via helicopter. He took command of the soldier team consisting of Galinda Lodbrok, Matt Winsold, and Lucia Lin, veterans of Project Zero, an early iteration of Soldier. Under Sephiroth's command, the 4 soldiers infiltrated the underground Rador base in the Logs ruins. Yeah, and this obviously is coming from Ever Crisis, because I'm pretty sure this is coming from... This is not in 7. This is coming from Ever Crisis. And then Purple Archer says in chat, top 10 FF characters with mommy issues.
That's a long list.
That's a long list. Box Girl, yes, Vincent loved Lucretia. Okay. Lucretia. Yeah. Okay. That's why Vincent went. Okay, that makes sense. I don't remember ever doing that quest in the game.
It's like in a little valley with just a lake, and you have to land in a very specific spot in order to get to walk into the waterfall. But you also, I think you also have to have Vincent, or she doesn't respond.
Oh, okay. So during the mission, Sephiroth struggled to fit the heroic image that Shinra prepared for him, wishing only to live a normal life. He also hoped that his mother, whose picture he kept in his necklace, and asked everyone he met if they knew of her. When he lost the photo necklace during the conflict, he even resorted to scavenging corpses to find it, creeping out the engineers building the reactor.
So he started creepy from pretty early on.
he's pretty creepy early on. That's great.
Also, that's kind of what you do in every RPG. You're just
looting bodies anyway.
constantly looting corpses.
Yeah, that's true.
So I
That's
guess
true.
we're all creepy.
So 10 days after the conflict that marked the near end of the Redonian people, while Shinra began to build the reactor, an explosion created a mana torrent that threatened the stability of the islands. Sephiroth led the impressed Team Glenn with his augmented strength as they traversed the island to evacuate. However, Glenn eventually chose to defy the evacuation orders and hijacked a helicopter to try and rescue Rosen, the last Redonian boy. And Sephiroth allowed the treacherous act in order to join and aid Glenn. On Roshan's island, Sephiroth went ahead of Team Glenn to try to convince the sole surviving Redonian boy to evacuate, but Rosen, having learned that Glenn that the rest of his people were slaughtered in the previous conflict, requested that Sephiroth killed him. Oh boy.
So nobody was a good person.
Oh boy. So this is a child asking to be killed because he's the last of his kind of his people.
That's tough.
So this mercy kill would both return Rosen to his people and assure the safety of Sephiroth's friends. Sephiroth reluctantly obliged with sorrow after understanding the gravity of the choice before him. However, when Glenn witnessed this kill, being unaware of Rosen's request, he raged at Sephiroth, accusing the boy to never attempting to reason with Rosen. During the confrontation, Sephiroth's photo necklace was returned by the live stream, but Glenn kicked it into the sea before Sephiroth could retrieve it.
A bad move. Bad move, Glenn.
Yeah. Oh boy. This is so Sephiroth's killing children before he went insane, which is
by request.
By request, but he still killed a child. I still don't think that's a good thing to do.
No.
And the live stream specifically brought the photo necklace back to him, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Knowing who he eventually becomes.
Maybe I don't know if it has that kind of capabilities.
Well, fair point. That's true. Yeah, we don't know if it can go through this.
It can do a lot of other
past
things.
Or all that.
Yeah. Also, don't be a guy named Glenn and try and piss off Sephiroth.
Yeah. Don't.
It's not gonna go well for you.
No, not at all. Not at all. So Sephiroth and Team Glenn managed to escape from the sinking island with Rosen's dog, but the trust and warmth between the team and their leader was deeply fractured. Sephiroth himself was permanently affected by the events of the first mission and even recalled them as an adult, allowing the incident with Rosen and Glenn to determine how he approached the battlefield. He lost contact with Team Glenn for many years after he defected from Shinra thanks to the failed Redanian expedition.
It's also fascinating to see, he went nuts. I mean, this is kind of where it really starts to go off the rails for him a little bit. And then years later, when he's talking with Cloud in the library, he's going on about being the last of his kind. Pretty.
Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty foreshadowing right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Even though, Sephiroth's not the last of his kind because he had a mother. He is human, just genetically altered.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because he was a human child and then was subjected to the Genova cells before birth. So he was just genetically altered.
Yeah, at that point he thought he was Cetra, though. Like when he's going on, he's in that monologue. He thinks Genova is his mom and that he's half a Cetra. So
which he's not because Genova's not Cetra.
It's just an alien.
Yep. Hooray, because aliens in any format of game.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But before we move on, let's take a quick mid break, thank our patrons, and we will be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show where we talk about everything with the podcast that has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, to where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. Our patron chat is next week. So, patrons, think of something that you guys want to talk about this month, because it is October, it is spooky, so I know there's talks in the Discord about spooky stuff. Just let us know what you want to talk about, because I would like to know.
Yes, very spooky. What we need.
Yes. And you can also support us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice comment on Spotify. We'll read those out loud next time on the show. We don't have any this week, but that just means you haven't done it. And please, every rating, every review, every 5-star really helps the show grow and gives us to a bigger audience. I do want to thank all of our listeners, because we just reached over 21,000 downloads, which is a huge accomplishment, especially with just a little over a year of being a podcast. It's really big. Really big achievement.
Yeah, we're big more places than just Turkey now.
Yes, exactly. We're pretty big in the U.S. We keep dropping in and out of the top 250 on video games, so
yeah,
there's that. You can also find us in a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, which you can find those links provided below in the episode description. Which you can find this show, as well as my other shows I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Witcher Lorecast, and the Wizarding World Lorecast. Man, it sucks being sick.
And soon to be the Dragon Ball Z Lorecast.
No, I am not doing a DBZ Lorecast, because, one, if you want to know the lore of DBZ, just watch the anime. That's all you need to do. I'm just going to
keep putting it out there.
No, dude, I don't have time to do a 6th one.
Yeah,
I mean,
not?
Technically I could, but I'm not. No.
See, everyone.
No, I'm not doing a DBZ one, because that's just too much. Oh, mess with him and us in one. No, we're not doing a One Piece, because I know nothing about One Piece. I watched like 30 episodes of One Piece, and that was it. And that was back when it originally aired on Toonami in 2000.
Oh.
I haven't watched it since it was aired on Toonami. So, yeah, I don't know. 1,300 chapters or something. Yes, it is. But you can also find us live on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/BenOfTemeria every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Get notified, get subscribed, follow. That way you know when I go live, because we did go a little bit earlier today. So, yeah. Yes. Oh, Archer, stop telling me. I already watched the first 2 episodes of Daima. It's okay. You don't know. No. And Daima's only going to have 24 episodes, so stop. Anyway, enough with the anime talk. Let's get back into Sephiroth.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Still waiting in line? Again? That's time you'll never get back. Save time and money with Stamps.com. Over 4 million businesses have skipped the line with Stamps.com. Join them to save up to 90% off carrier rates from your computer or phone right now. Print postage for certified mail, registered mail, and packages in seconds. Then schedule a pickup right from your home or office. For a limited time, go to Stamps.com and use code PODCAST for a free welcome gift. Taxes and fees apply.
All right. Now we're getting into his Soldier First Class. So, Sephiroth was later deployed on a mission to Wutai, where he first met the Angel Holly? Is that how you say his name? Angel Holly?
I haven't played Crisis Core, so I don't. I think this individual is from
Crisis Core.
I don't know.
Then a second class soldier, Engel was chosen to be squad leader over him despite being his junior, and the two initially had a difficulty relating to one another due to the differences in their upbringing. Their investigation would ultimately result in Sephiroth acquiring the Masamune. This is Ever Crisis.
Fun.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, he's starting to get his famous 12-foot-long sword.
That only he can wield, except for Tifa also. At one point.
Oh, yeah. And Noctis. No, not Noctis. Gladius in Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in many games, you can wield the Masamune. In this one, it's literally, I forget where it said, but it's like only he can wield it. And then during one of the flashbacks, you literally see Tifa grab the sword and start charging at him with it. And she doesn't work, but she grabs it nonetheless.
Right. Sephiroth went on to fight in the Wutai War and became known as a war hero throughout the world, cementing his validity as a symbol of Shinra's strength. Even after he had selected to be a poster boy as a child for their recruitment drive, intended to find candidates for the soldier program, a number of achievements and accolades had been fabricated to portray him as a hero before he actually stepped foot on the battlefield. So, yeah, that's great, because Shinra's doing the whole political campaign BS as they do.
That's what they're best at.
Yeah, lying through their teeth. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. That's all that Shinra is good for.
So, are we under the impression that he's the first soldier?
I don't think so. I think he's one of the first soldiers. But I don't think he's the first soldier.
Do a little Googling while you read.
Okay. So Sephiroth did eventually earn his reputation in Wutai, though he still understood that his celebrity status was not what made him a hero. As such, he strove to become a true hero as an adult, wishing to save everyone in need, and hoping to break the cycle of hatred and war with compassion as he learned from Glenn. Yeah. You know, the same Glenn that threw his necklace into the ocean that got in a fight with because he mercy killed a child, because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sephiroth is not the first person to be given the title of soldier, but he was the first person who was exhibiting the soldier...
like qualities? Attributes and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sephiroth also became close with the fellow first-class soldier members, Genesis, Raptos, and Angel Healy. These men were Sephiroth's only two friends, and the trio would often sneak into the VR training room to spar with each other. On one occasion, Genesis insisted on dueling Sephiroth one-on-one, but ended up with a minor injury that triggered his degradation. Dr. Hollander lied and said Genesis needed a blood transfusion, and when Sephiroth offered his own, Hollander claimed it was incompatible, and Engel donated his instead. Oh boy.
Why was it incompatible?
Right. It's your Nova cells. I mean,
Well,
let's
they
be
all
honest.
should. Well, they all.
Oh,
isn't-
yeah, because all soldiers have it. Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't know why it would be considered
Yeah, I don't know.
incompatible.
Who knows? So near the end of the Wutai War, in Chapter 1 of Crisis Core, in November 2000, Sephiroth was called in during Angle and Zack Fair's assault on Fort Tamblin. Sephiroth saved Zack from Ifrit and had been summoned by copies of Genesis. As he concluded, Angle and Genesis had deserted, much to Zack's disbelief. Around this time, Sephiroth began to understand that Genesis had likely deserted due to his degradation, and Angle had followed since the two were childhood friends.
So I guess this is where we first start seeing, because I wasn't aware of any of this until I played Rebirth. Spoilers for Rebirth, but they go into the degradation that happens to soldiers in Rebirth. But yeah, basically soldiers only have so much time before they start losing their minds and turning into the guys that we see in the first
robed
game.
Ones, or whatever you want to call them.
The robed guys. That's basically what their fate is. They're going to turn into that.
Yeah. So when Stringer ordered them to be eliminated, Sephiroth refused the mission to do so and chose Zack to go in his place. Director Lazard obliged, since refusing missions was an unofficial first-class privilege, and sent Zack to Bonora to confront Genesis and Angel. Sorry, it's Angel apparently. Sung later told Zack that Sephiroth was hoping Genesis and Angel would be persuaded to come back if Zack spoke reason to them. Dun, dun, dun. No?
I think it's Angeal is what.
Angeal? I don't know. It's Angeal.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. Angeal. Then why is there an A?
Listen,
Angeal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My bad, Archer. My bad. These names, man. Just Final Fantasy comes up with weird ones. I mean, look at Sephiroth, for crying out loud. No one names their child that.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. Geo pronounced like heel. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Okay, whatever. So on February 30th, 0001, depicted in swords clashing in the evening shadows and before Crisis Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth thwarted an assassination attempt by Avalanche leader Elfie, who is shaken when she was determined to know his reason for fighting on Shinra's behalf. Later in April that year, depicted in Crisis Core, Sephiroth had to defend the Shinra building from 2 attacks by Genesis army in Chapter 3. Sephiroth was the newly promoted Sephiroth and the newly promoted Zack defended the building. When pursuing Angel, to Mako Reactor 5, Sephiroth suggested he and Zack deliberately failed to eliminate him, something Zack enthusiastically obliged. At the reactor, Sephiroth opened to Zack about his history with him. Oh boy. Because, that's going to go well.
Yeah.
In Chapter 4, Sephiroth and Zack defended against another attack from Genesis. At that time, targeted Hojo, which they should have just let him die. Then we wouldn't have any of the issues that we have in Final Fantasy VII as a whole.
You can't let his papa die.
Right. Sephiroth demanded that he forgot about Hojo's safety when a briefly respondent Angel returned to help Zack, but Angel brushed the demand off and only noted that Sephiroth looked at him as if he had lost weight. Sephiroth huffed and hugged his head in despondence, not able to address the emotional rift between Angel and himself. Yeah.
So Angeal was with Genesis's army, I'm assuming, because they were childhood friends. Trying to make sense
Correct.
of all this.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they were together with Genesis army and all that. So now,
These two just would have stayed friends with him. He wouldn't have gone cuckoo bananas.
right?
Just needed a friend.
which we're about to get to, because now
Yeah.
we're in the Nibelheim incident, which everybody should know what this happens.
Yeah. Everybody is familiar with this. Yeah.
So in Chapter 7 of Crisis Core, Sephiroth and Zack were ordered to the Nibel reactor to investigate the legions of monsters therein the workers and soldier operators going missing. When passing the order on to Zack, Sephiroth noted the lack of any mention of old friends in the report and told him he was considering abandoning Shinra. The investigation team comprised himself, Zack Fair, and 2 infantrymen, one of whom was Cloud Strife.
In disguise.
Yeah. In disguise. Yeah, he had a helmet and everything. On September 22nd of 0002, depicted the tragedy of the 5 years ago in Final Fantasy VII, Chapter 8 of Crisis Core and other media. The team arrived in Nibelheim, Sephiroth asking Cloud how he felt to return to his hometown. Zack asked if Sephiroth had any family, to which Sephiroth answered that his mother's name was Genova and otherwise dodged the question. A local named Tifa Lockhart guided them up to Mount Nebel in the Nebel reactor, and a villager snapped a picture of Sephiroth, Zack, and Tifa on the way there.
Question, and maybe Archer can answer this for us in the chat. When does he start claiming that his mother is Genova? Like, is it ever told to him as a young man that his mother is Genova and not the lady on the picture in his locket? Like, that's clearly not, because she's still alive.
His mother, yeah, I think so, yeah.
She's kind of like, I think she's more like Vincent. I don't know. But I wonder when he starts saying his mother was Genova. And again, I haven't played Crisis Core, so maybe it's in there and I don't know.
Oh. His mother can't die. That's cool.
Yeah, she can't die.
I thought he reads about it in the book at Nibelheim. Yeah, but this is before the fact.
Yeah, this is before. Yeah.
So it might be some continuity error, more than likely, that they had in Crisis Core, probably.
Dun dun dun. No, he says it. I think he says it in the original too.
Did he? Because in the original, Zack wasn't there in the flashback. I thought.
Well, yeah, not in the original flashback, yeah.
So, anyway, at the Mako reactor, Zack and Sephiroth found Professor Hojo's experiments, leftovers, pods filled with Maconoids, along with the pods of Genova. Sephiroth, having known since a child he was different from others, suspected he was been created the same way, causing him to have a breakdown. Oh boy, did he. Genesis appeared and told him that Sephiroth was created from the Genova project before asking Sephiroth for help with his degradation. Sephiroth dismissed him and condemned him to rotting before leaving the Shinra Manor basement. There, Sephiroth obsessively read through Hojo's files of the project over several sleepless days.
So in Crisis Core, Genesis was in Nibelheim, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And then Box Girl does say in chat, he did say in the flashback in the original 7.
I figured, yeah. But I don't think, back in the original, you can't really tell who he's talking to. He doesn't address the Cloud sprite. He just says, how does it feel to be back in your hometown? And I think in Cloud's memories, he answers it as his projected self.
Right.
But he could have been talking to the soldier Cloud.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. On October 1st, the Nibelheim incident, Sephiroth believed himself to be the last Sintra, coming into a deep-seated hatred of humanity for supposedly abandoning his forebears during his During an unspecified disaster, he burned down Nibelheim in rage, killing many townspeople, including Claudia Strife, Xander, and Brian Lockhart. Tifa took up Sephiroth's Masamune from beside her father's corpse and attacked him, only to find him to disarm her and cut her down. Zack also fought Sephiroth, but was defeated and dropped his Buster Sword. Cloud took Zack's sword and stabbed Sephiroth while he was caught off guard. After a brief struggle where the former hero impaled the Shinra infantryman, Cloud threw him into the live stream. Sephiroth was announced killed in action to cover up the events in the incident, while Professor Hojo used the unconscious Zack and Cloud alongside several other residents for an experiment to test his reunion theory. Yeah, because Hojo, again...
Hojo's cuckoo.
He's literally everybody thinks like Sephiroth is the main antagonist. It's Hojo. I'm gonna be honest. Hojo's the true antagonist. If it wasn't for Hojo, we wouldn't have all the mishaps that we have in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the catalyst, but I don't know if he's.
Well, I'm just saying if he died and none of Sephiroth being, subjected to Genova cells or anything like that, it wouldn't be as bad. It would still be bad because Shinra is just a terrible company.
Why don't they just kill this guy? They've had so many opportunities. That's what always frustrated me playing it every time I play it. I'm like, why not just kill him? I mean, if not in the building, you've got him right there. Maybe on the beach when you see him in Costa del Sol. Take him out there. He's literally just sitting on a beach chair.
Right. Just kill him. I could care less if I go to jail.
Yeah. There's the cause of 90% of our problems. Let's take him out now. Kill everybody else in the game, but not take him out too.
And then over the next several years, Sephiroth traveled the live stream. The fragments of his body assembled at the northern cave inside the North Crater, joining to create Sephiroth's physical form in a cocoon of Mako. From within, Sephiroth controlled Genova cells as an extension of his body. And as such, those who had been injected with Genova cells became Sephiroth clones that he could manipulate from afar.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's part 1.
So, he's already gone crazy. We got that.
Yeah, he's gone insane because of Hojo.
But yeah, basically Hojo. You could just sum it up. Like, childhood missions he's been sent on, all that stuff. His friends, I guess. That's not really Hojo's fault. That's just circumstance. But I mean, Hojo did create the project that made them soldiers, which caused them to degrade. So yeah, guess maybe Hojo's fault there too.
Yeah.
And no, we will not be doing a Hojo episode.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to talk about that man. I don't want to talk about that man. I would just get very angry during that episode.
We talk about him
as much as I would, as much hatred I would have if I do an Umbridge episode on the Wizarding World, which I probably will do at some point. But I will burn her to the stake. But that's just me. Good choice for the voice actor for Hojo, though. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the voice acting is fantastic. Not gonna lie, all the voice acting has been fantastic. But terrible character. Character as evil as they can.
Yeah, not a great guy. No. But turns out neither is Sephiroth. But I am interested. I'm assuming we're in the discussion portion now.
Oh yeah.
How they have, and this is for Remake and Rebirth, so spoilers. But how they basically, because this last part we mentioned, how he goes into live stream and basically is able to manipulate things from far away.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is kind of what they were getting at the end of Remake, how he was basically coming out of the live stream at the end of the bridge, and he's like, I've seen the ways that I've lost, and now I'm going to try and change that. So maybe your thing earlier when you said that the live stream can see what happens maybe in the future
Mm-hmm.
is true, because he did say he saw
Oh, yeah.
his defeat. Now he's gonna.
I mean, the live stream is literally just it's essentially like the embodiment of time and energy of the world and universe as a whole, let alone like coming into the remake and rebirth, into the remake trilogy that they're doing. It's now becoming more of a multiverse style theory.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting, not gonna lie. I mean, it makes the story much more compelling, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And it gives us brings back characters that we didn't get to play enough as in the originals, and add more to their story.
Still don't get to play enough of them in Rebirth, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't get to play enough of them in Rebirth as much as we would like to. I'm sorry. Can I fight as Zack more than twice in the entire game?
Please stop just giving me
I was
the
just
worst parts of the
walking
game.
like all you do is walk as Zack. It's all story stuff, which is great, but like
his attacks are cool too. Like I actually wanted to use his attacks.
Yeah.
That they give you in Rebirth, and they don't really give you the opportunity. Except
though I give it to Sephiroth of having a very long boss fight.
Oh, okay.
Through the very end of Rebirth. I'm sorry. That boss fight was ridiculous, of having 10 effing stages.
Yeah. Unless you really like
3 with Genova and like 7 with Sephiroth, and I was like, for crying out loud, let me beat the game.
It was really just the last one that drove me crazy, because I hated playing.
I hated the last one.
Yeah. I did not enjoy playing as her, and so you're basically your Cloud and her, and I don't enjoy playing.
For everybody who didn't get that. You play only as Cloud and Aerith in fighting Sephiroth, who, by the way, has a one-hit kill on normal difficulty.
Yeah.
It sucked. And then once you get him to low enough health, he does this freaking Death Eater, like, freaking spin of death of, like, shadows and whatnot. And let alone good luck trying to dodge it. And I had to limit break twice during that just to finally beat him.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
It's rough. I will say they do, like, I'd say both iterations, the OG and the remakes, both do a really good job of making him terrifying as
oh yeah, absolutely.
Because not every game makes their antagonist very intimidating, but when you're fighting Sephiroth, you know it. It's like
and the thing is, it's like in most games with Sephiroth. Except for Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is different. Though I will say his reveal trailer in Smash Brothers was awesome. Not gonna lie. If you ever watch the reveal trailers for Super Smash Brothers when they introduce Sephiroth, like they have the big giant squiggly enemies that are like basically God. He like literally you just see it cut in half and like it just disappears, and then he's floating in the sky, and you see Cloud as like, oh. And it's just like, oh, it's Sephiroth. It is a boss deserving of 10 stages. That fair. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve 10 stages as a boss fight. I'm just saying I just wanted to beat the game, and then those boss fights were way too long.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Box.
You're sorry, Box Hero, that you have one wing angel stuck in your head now for the next week. Sorry. 2 weeks technically, because next week's is patron chat. Then the following week will be Sephiroth Part 2.
Yeah, so you get this stuck in your head for 2 weeks. I'm really sorry about that, because I cannot stand. I laugh every time I hear it. I know
because it's all in Latin. Before, it's entirely in Latin.
Well, the choir cracks me up. the Sephiroth. I'm like, nah, I can't take this seriously.
That's fair. That is fair. But even in Kingdom Hearts, Sephiroth is terrifying. Though then again, you're playing as Sora, and Sora has no candle to Sephiroth like, at all. Especially the first time I was playing, the first time you get to it, and it's like, oh, I'm going to do all the arena fights. It's like, all right, cool. You do all of, like, Hercules arena fights and everything. And then the very last boss is like, and you start hearing the song, and it's like, no, what? What is this? And you see him with his one-winged angel form, nonetheless. And it's like, oh, F. Shit.
I mean, you had to know it was coming because they had Cloud in there, and I think he.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And he mentioned Sephiroth.
But it definitely,
That Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 with Sephiroth is terrifying. And I think Sephiroth's another Kingdom Hearts. I think he's in Birth by Sleep too. I think. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I haven't played all the Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know if he's in Birth by Sleep because I don't think you go to. I don't remember if you go to.
I know he's in 1 and 2.
I
think he's in one more, but I don't remember.
2, you see him in like the little starting town. Well, not the starting town, but the first town that you go to is Sora.
Yeah.
He's just like there. Like, oh God.
It's like, why is the god of death here? Why is he here? I don't want to see this.
Just strolling around town. Okay.
Right. And then they killed. Then they destroyed Kingdom Hearts with not having Final Fantasy and the character and all that in 3. Yeah. Disappointment.
I still haven't finished it.
It's too easy. The story sucks because there's no Final Fantasy characters, and they were a key point in Kingdom Hearts.
Well, the first one, and they're just
two.
there.
Two had they were key points in 2.
Yeah.
They had Cloud and Squall.
Aerith in there too.
I don't remember
And
Aerith.
They're part of they're in what's his name's Merlin's shop in that little town.
Aerith is?
Yeah.
I know. Yuffie was.
Yeah, Aerith and Yuffie are both in there.
I don't remember Aerith. All right, Aerith. Oh, Aerith was in there. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 in probably like over 5-7 years or something stupid.
Yeah. No,
and I'm never going back to Kingdom Hearts because it's just way too much for me.
We'll see when 4
Transverse
comes.
Town, I think. All right. Well, thank you, Box Girl. But anyway, that's what we have on Sephiroth this week. Next week is our patron chat. So patrons, think what you guys want to talk about because I kind of need to know. Anyway.
Be spooky.
Be spooky. Yes, be spooky. We do have a monster house in Final Fantasy. It's only in 7, but still.
We do, and it sucks.
It does suck. It's a terrible boss fight. Yeah. Especially in the remake, because it's Cloud and Aerith.
Yeah. Oh God. They keep doing that to us.
Right? Let's make what boss fights can we make difficult? Oh, only if it's Cloud and Aerith. And I was like, okay, we'll do that. So they did in the remake and they did in Rebirth.
We need you to dodge quickly in this, so we'll give you a character who can only hop and skip whenever she dodges.
Right.
And barely move.
Who barely makes any moves, yes.
Enjoy.
But with that being said, that is all we have for this week. Thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.
Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.